Hi there, I'm Suranga from Englishman, and today it is total immersion. But today I have selected not a story but a book, and this is of Lata Mangeshkar. Everybody knows who Lata Mangeshkar is and who loves music. And Lata Mangeshkar is an Indian playback singer, and occasionally she did music composing even, and greatest and most influential singers of the Indian subcontinent. And this book basically is a wonderful thing for basically for spoken English actually. And the thing is actually this is an interview basically. The whole book is an interview. That is interview done for a long period of time, throughout long period of time by Nasreen Muni Kabir. Nasreen Muni Kabir has interviewed Lata Mangeshkar maybe for a period of 1 year or so. Yeah, the Nasreen Muni Kabir is a London-based documentary filmmaker who has made several documentaries produced for Channel 4 TV UK, leading one, yeah, including Follow That Star, a profile of Amitabh Bachchan, that was 1989, and a series of movie Mahal and the inner outer world of Shah Rukh Khan. Yeah, two things, yeah. However, so, and everything is of spoken language, interviewer and interviewee. Oh, so however. So, I have selected one part from this one. At the end of this book, in part of this book, there are chapters, not conversations, chapters, some big people of India, and they talk about Lata Mangeshkar. So I have selected Yash Chopra's part. Yash Chopra. Yash Chopra is a filmmaker, and this is how he sees Lata Mangeshkar. This is how he finds Lata Mangeshkar. Yash Chopra. Shall you read this first? It is said that some people follow music. It is said that basically, it is said that is the general idea. It is said that politics is important. It is said that music is crucial to human life. Or it is said that means the general idea of people, what society says, general idea. It is said that. It is said that some people follow music, but of Lata ji, it is said that some people follow music. Some people follow music. Oh, where the music is, people go there. Oh, I want music. We want music. We want to dance and doing things like that. It is said that some people follow music. But of Lata ji, why Lata ji? Gandhi ji, Nehru ji, Lata ji. When in India, in Hindi, I think when they respect people, they add ji to the name basically, Lata ji, Rafi ji, Lata ji, and in Indian films, Hindi films, you can see this ji part. It is said that some people follow music, but Lata ji, we say music follows her. Music follows her. Usually what happens is people follow music, people are going towards music. But in case of Lata ji, he says that we say music follows her. Music is following Lata ji. Not Lata ji is going towards music, and music is coming towards Lata ji. Good idea. We say music follows her. She can sing in every Indian language. You understand that? She can sing in every Indian language. There are a good number of Indian languages, nearly I think 70 languages or more. I cannot remember the number of languages that Indians speak. But she can sing in every Indian language and has even sung in Swahili and English. Swahili and English. Swahili is basically sort of a language used in Kenya and Tanzania. Kenya and Tanzania, Swahili. Even in that language she has sung, and even in English. Swahili and English. I made a film. Yash Chopra is saying all these things. This is Yash Chopra's idea. I made a film called Chandani. 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 You know, it's quite familiar. The word is quite familiar. I made a film called Chandani, which was very successful. That was really successful. That was really good. People watched the movie a lot, and it was sort of a blockbuster, or it was a good movie. And so I decided to make a Telugu version. So it was successful. He has made a film that was Chandani, and he wanted to make it Telugu, that Telugu version. The version is sort of a different edition. So we would say single edition, English edition, and books are printed in different editions, in different languages even. So he wanted to make it Telugu. Telugu is a language, Indian language. I'm at Nuggeguda and today, so I thought of doing this in this evening, yeah. Chandani, which was very successful, and so I decided to make a Telugu version. I wanted to make it Telugu version. When it came to dubbing is when we went to dubbing. Dubbing is recording, basically dubbing. You know what dubbing is? Dubbing is adding the voice to the film or something. That is dubbing. Dub. We use the dub as dub, doing dubbing. Yeah. When it came to dubbing the songs in Telugu, the film was the thing. So in Hindi version, people spoke Hindi, so therefore no problem. But in Telugu or Tapansi, they are not going to film it again. They are not going to make the film again. What they do is they dub the Hindi film using Telugu dialogues. So then therefore we need Telugu people to dub that, the same thing, just like our cartoons, English cartoons and things like that, they are dubbed in Sinhala. Dubbed in Sinhala is we include a singular voice, but we are not going to make it again. Ha 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 rihava. We are not going to make it again. We are doing it in Sinhala dubbing. Yeah, you know that. And so I decided to make a Telugu version. When it came to dubbing the song in Telugu, I spoke to Didi. Speak is, speak. I can speak. She can speak. Speaking. Yeah, you know what speaking is. Spoke to Didi. I spoke to him. That means I went to that particular person and I said something. I mean, so in Sinhala we call it, I spoke to Mang Katakala. So that is the idea. I spoke to Didi. Didi is the eldest sister basically in Hindi, I think. Yeah, that is everybody, she's everybody's Didi. That is Lata Mangeshkar, everybody's Didi. So see Lata Didi. Lata Didi. Yeah. People call Lata Didi. Yeah. I spoke to Didi. She said, then Chopra wanted to see whether Lata likes to do that, and she spoke to Lataji. So in real conversation, maybe Lataji, so Lata Didi, Lataji. So I am going to make a film of Telugu version of the film that I did, Chandani. And you have sung 4 songs for that. So I want you to sing the songs in Telugu. That is the idea. So when it came to dubbing the songs in Telugu, I spoke to Didi. She said, I have sung 4 songs in Hindi. I'll sing them in Telugu too. Lata ji was really, she liked the idea. And she said, okay, I have done 4 songs in Hindi. So why don't I sing it in Telugu? Yeah, I can do that. Okay, no problem, she said. I have sung 4 songs in Hindi. I'll sing them in Telugu too. In Telugu too. Telugu too. You understand TOO, the meaning. We called a Telugu lyricist. We called a Telugu lyricist. Lyrics, lyrics. lyrics is basically the words of the song, basically. Mihi Kata Nalawala, or whatever it is, the Mihi Kata Nalawala, when you write that, that is lyrics of the song. So, so they say, we called a Telugu lyricist. Lyricist means, the lyricist is a person who writes words for a song or an opera or sort of music play or sort of things, basically. Yeah. Say lyricist. Lyricist is the person who is writing songs, poems or whatever. So, in our country, Mangeshkar, one of the greatest people, did sort of lyrics and composing things like that. Yeah, Mangeshkar, and nowadays we have many other. Yeah, okay. Cool, Telugu lyricist. Why Telugu lyricist? See, he will say exactly. He will say exactly, this word is okay, this word is good, and so on. Lyricist means he has to translate that into Telugu. Lyricist, and Didi made sure her pronunciation and expression were right. And Didi made sure her pronunciation and expression were right. Didi made her pronunciation and expression were right. Didi wanted to, Didi somehow managed to make it perfect. What is perfect? Her pronunciation and expression. What is pronunciation and expression in a song? So, pronunciation, you know what pronunciation is? In Telugu, the pronunciation is different from Hindi. So, therefore, the lyricist or somebody, Telugu people, would say, okay, your pronunciation is a bit different and you have to say it like that. Then that is the purpose of that lyricist there. And at the same time, an expression. And when you sing a song, maybe it's a sad song, maybe it tells a story. Every song has a sort of story. A song tries to say something. You have to deliver that. If the song is of a sad one, if your tone is not sad, then it is a failure. So therefore, you have to make it real. And if you do not understand the language, maybe your expression would be not good. When you sing a Hindi song, you should be able to, if you want to do it nicely, first you have to go through the lyrics and you have to find what the meaning is, what is the purpose. But there are times that the same song, going to a different language, they do it differently, completely different way. For example, in our songs, I remember one now, that is Jeevite Tarunakale, H.R. Jyotipala sings Jeevite Tarunakale, Jeevite Tarunakale, Ekase Nurande, something like that. So, in Hindi, the song is Yesha Masatani, sung by Kishore Kumar. So, Yesha Masatani, that is, in that song, they talk about the life. Life is like this, the nature of the life. Live happily. So that time is really a limited thing. You just go to Yesha Mashatani and the meaning of the song, you will understand that. So life is short. You have to live it fully and things like that. But the single version is completely different. Jeevite Tarunakale, and a completely different thing. But the music and Mr. Jyotipala, our veteran singer, somehow managed to give it a life in a way, but we understand. Clear? But we are not thinking about life there. We enjoy the song in a different way. So big people, yes, they do things completely different. Yeah, Hindi people thought of a different idea, and Jyotipal Mahata and other people, they made it completely a different thing, but it was really successful. We like the song. Okay. That is what I want to tell you about expression. Expression should be there. Right. While we were recording, I could see she had no problem at all. Recording, no problem at all. Yeah. No one could imagine this girl does not speak Telugu. No one could imagine. No one could imagine. Nobody can say that she cannot speak Telugu. Everybody, or in other words, everybody listening to this song would think the lady, the singer singing the song, speaks Telugu. Yeah. There was a song in Kabhi Kabhi in which two heroines sing different versions of the same song. That is another story, yeah. There was a song in Kabhi Kabhi in which two heroines sing different verses of the same song. Different verses of the same song, yeah. Kabhi Kabhi, the song Kabhi Kabhi, in which two heroines sing different verses of the same song. Same song, different verses, that is different. But in this case, Lata Mangeshkar has to sing the song for two girls, two ladies, say. So therefore, I explained this to Didi. I told Didi, now this song you have to sing in a two different way. Yeah. I want you to sing for both girls. I want you to sing for both girls. There are two girls. The song is Kabhi Kabhi, and two versions, sort of two different things for two girls. The voice should be a bit different in that case. I want you to sing for both girls. Can you vary the styles? Can you vary the styles? Can you make it different? I mean, so that people watching would understand that this is not that girl, that singer, and singer is different. Yeah. She made notes on a page. She made notes on a page. I think she must have asked what sort of character or the nature of the girls, and then she has done sort of notes on the paper. She made notes on a page or lyrics, and when you hear the song, the variation in singing is clear. When you hear the song, the variation is quite clear. If you hear the song, you would find that they are completely, not completely, in a way it is different, the same song, but it is sung by two different vocalists, two different singers, you would find. And Kabhi Kabhi, the film is Kabhi Kabhi. I think in this film it was Raki and Amitabh Bachchan for one Kabhi Kabhi song. The other one is Raki and Shashi Kapoor. Shashi Kapoor. If you remember the song, that it was really a beautiful song in this film. Yeah, that is about Kabhi Kabhi. Kabhi Kabhi Mere Dil Mein, I think the song. Kabhi Kabhi Mere Dil Mein. That is the song. कभी कभी मेरे दिल में ख्याल आता है, कभी कभी मेरे दिल में ख्याल आता है, कभी कभी मेरे दिल में ख्याल आता है कि जैसे तुझको बनाया मेरा नज़र ने. Oh, that is the song, Kabhi Kabhi Mere Dil Mein. So, back to the chapter. Many years ago, I made my first film. Yash Chopra says, many years ago, I made my first film, Dulakapool. Dulakapool, the meaning of Dulakapool is progressing from dust, flowering from dust. Yeah, it had a very sad lullaby. It has a very sad lullaby. Lullaby is basically doi 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 Doya Baba. We don't use baila things like that to send children to sleep, right? So so that is it. Basically, a quiet, gentle songs we use to make small kids sleep. Clear? Yeah. The definition basically is a quiet, gentle song to send a child to sleep. That is the idea. That is the definition of lullaby. Lullaby is, you know what lullaby is? Doi 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 ya baba, bye 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 ya baba. And when it comes to lullaby, one of the very successful good song. That is Vikratnakar's Adre Ulpatu Amma. It contains that so doi 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 ye baba music, that is a lullaby. I cannot remember in which part it is. Yeah, okay. You just go to song and you would find that in the song. It had a very sad lullaby. Tu mere pyar ka phul hai. That is the song. Did he heard the tune? I mean, it is Yash Chopra's first film. So that was the song Tu Meri Pyar Ka Phool Hai. Did he heard the tune, wrote the words down, and in the first take she sang it perfectly. That is Didi. Didi heard the tune first. Didi heard the tune, wrote the words, wrote the words down, and in the first take, in the first try, I mean, first shot, one shot we call it. In the first take, she sang it perfectly. It was perfect, the first try, first, turn. She turned to me, Yash, she must have said it. She turned to me and said, if I sing it again, it will sound mechanical. If I sing it again, it will sound mechanical. If I sing it again, it would be bad. They're mechanical, just like a sound from a machine or something like that. So therefore, I'm not going to sing it. So I'm going. She says, I'm going. If I sing it again, I will sound mechanical. I'm going. If I sing it again, that is first conditional clause. If I sing it again, I will sound mechanical. Right. I'm going. Didi brings feelings and emotions alive. Didi brings feelings and emotions alive. That means when Didi does a thing, so we feel that it is living. So giving a sort of a living characteristics to something. For example, so when you think about a fairy tale, the fairy tale is a tale, not a film. No, it is not visual. We cannot see that. It is a complete sort of imagination. But if somebody is going to make a film using that one, so we can say the film brought the fairy tale alive. The film brought fairy tale alive. That means now we feel the fairy tale is a sort of a real thing. Yeah, that is it. Didi brings feelings and emotions alive. Yeah. Whether happy or sad, whatever it is, it doesn't matter to Didi. Anything given, she would make it real. She has a God-given gift and God's blessing. She has a God-given gift. God-given. God-given gift. You know what godly is? Not God. God. A God-given gift. She is gifted, in other words. Gifted means God has given everything to her. God-given gift and a God's blessing. She has God's blessing. She has God's blessing. She has God's grace and protection. That is, she has God's favor and protection. She has God's favor and protection. God favors her and God protects her. So that is why they say God's blessings. She regards her singing with complete dedication and takes it very seriously. She regards, she thinks, she's thinking about her singing. She considers her singing. She regards, regard means about, thinks about, or something like that. She regards her singing with complete dedication. dedication means she sacrifices herself to do that. So she won't, she does it fully, in other words. She has a God-given gift and God's blessings. She regards her singing with complete dedication. She sacrifices herself, or she does it fully when she is doing it, no halfway. Dedication, takes it very seriously, very serious. She can sacrifice everything in the world but will never compromise her standard of singing. She can sacrifice everything. You know what sacrifice is? Sacrifice is you, without thinking about anything, you give your time, you give your money, you give your effort, you give your energy or whatever. So for example, if somebody says he wants to learn, say for example music, a teacher would come and say, okay, I'll teach you music, and day and night he would come. He is not thinking about money, he is not thinking about the time, he is not thinking about his energy, and that is what we can say sacrifice. The teacher is sacrificing everything for that student, everything in the world. They say that she can sacrifice everything. She can spend time, she can spend her energy, she can spend her money, and everything she can give away, or she can give away, but everything in the world, but will never compromise on a standard of singing. She will never compromise on a standard of singing. She will never compromise. What is compromise? No compromise in singing. Compromise is basically something like this. For example, meeting halfway, compromise is. For example, I want to buy a car. I go to the owner of the car, and he would say 900,000. The car is 900,000 rupees, 900,000. I would say 700,000. Just think, the owner is Lata Mangeshkar. She says 900,000. I would say no, 700,000. She says no, 900. No, 7,000, 700,000. Then no buying goes, because she says 900,000, I say 700,000. So we have to meet halfway, between. So then I would say, oh, what about 800,000? Then she would think, okay, okay, shall we do it 800,000? That is meeting halfway. That is what we call compromise. No compromise. Lata Mangeshkar has no compromise in singing. So it is just like this. If I am the director, when she is singing, I would say that no, Lata, I want the song this way and that way. Or in that part, if you raise your voice, that would be really good for the film. Lata would say, no, I'm not going to do that. Her singing, her quality, what she has mastered, she would never change. For anything, for money, for anything, she would never change that. So that is why she says, I think you understand this. She can sacrifice everything in the world, but never compromise on her standard of singing. If she feels her voice isn't, another thing is, if she feels her voice isn't sounding right, if a voice is not right, maybe, if she feels her voice isn't sounding right for whatever reason, for some reason it is not good, she just refuses to record. She just refuses to record. No, I'm not going to record, she would say. But there is a middle part in this sentence. If she feels her voice isn't sounding right for whatever reason, after all, she is only human. After all, she is only human. She is only human means she has sort of what do we call it? Faults even. People do mistakes. That is human. It is human. It is human means everybody do mistake. So that is, what is it? After all, she is only human, and sometimes her throat isn't perfect for. She isn't feeling well. She is not feeling well at times, and then that time comes, she would say, no, I'm not going to record it. So that is really good quality. Maybe she will be given money and she will be given everything, but yet for all, if she feels that she is not in a position, so her voice is not good, he is not going to recording. We believe that Lataji is a form of goddess Saraswati. We believe that Lataji is a form of goddess Saraswati. We believe that Lataji is a form of goddess Saraswati. You know what goddess Saraswati? Goddess is female. God is male. Goddess female. Form of goddess Saraswati. The writer is writing it in a very good way. She is not going to say that Lataji is Saraswati. She says Lataji is a form of goddess, a form of one form. There are many other forms of Saraswati. Saraswati would come as Lataji, Saraswati would come as someone else. So whatever it is, there are many forms, but one of the forms of Saraswati is Lataji. We believe that Lataji is a form of goddess Saraswati. We think Lataji is a form of Saraswati, a type of Saraswati. We are so fortunate to have lived in her time. Oh, Yash Chopra says, we are so fortunate to have lived in her time. Have lived in a time. We are so fortunate to have lived in a time. We are so fortunate to, we can say we are so fortunate to live in her time. Because when the book was written, she was living. So she can say, we are so fortunate to live in a time. Simple, using simple present tense. We are fortunate to live in a time, that's okay. But why does she say that to have lived in a time? Yash Chopra thinks, I have lived. That means when you say I have lived, that is present perfect tense, it shows a period. I have lived here for 10 years. I have lived here for, with present perfect tense, the time comes. So he finds really interesting about the period, not now, what now he is, he is not talking about the point now he is living. He is talking about the period of his life that with Lataji have lived. That is the reason why they have used have lived here, that is grammar. We are so fortunate to have lived in a time, have lived. Now, another thing is actually when we meet people and after the meeting we have to depart, we have to go, and we say, happy to meet you here, we would say. At the end of the party, we would say when we leave, happy to meet you, right. But some people say, happy to have met you, happy to meet you. When if you meet somebody, you can say, happy to meet you, nice to meet you. Yeah, because nice to meet you means one particular point of meeting is important. Nice to have met you. You cannot say nice to have met you when you meet somebody. Because have met you means have met you. That's Hamwela Tibib Satutak. That is, he's thinking about the period of enjoying, singing or whatever. So nice to have met you is, I like the period that we were together. That is the idea. So to have lived in a time, she regards me as a brother. She regards, she thinks, she considered, she thought I am a sort of a brother. Yeah. She regards me as a brother and sings for my films. She sang for my films. Here. She regards me as a brother. Now here they have come to, he has come to the simple present tense because Lataji is living. She regards me as a brother. Now even today she regards me as a brother and sings for my films. Lataji is living. But he first used past present perfect tense for that particular thing. Now simple present tense. Brother and sings for my films. When we talk together about work, when we talk together, simple present tense going. For past events, even we can use simple present tense. But here, when you think about the time that book has been written, that Lataji was living. When we talk together about work or discuss songs, when we talk together about work, when we are together, Lataji and myself, when we are together or discuss songs, I feel a strange thrill. I feel a strange thrill. You know the word thrill? Mara thrill, like we would say. Strange is different, a sort of a queer, different kind of thrill. People do have different kinds of thrills when they go to parties. Different thrills, yeah, cracking jokes or whatever is different thrills. But this is something different. This thrill is not an ordinary thrill, ordinary thing. I feel a strange thrill spending a few moments with her. Spending a few moments with her. Even if I spend few moments with her, that was really thrilling. That was really a good thing. A strange thrill I feel, they say. That is Yash Chopra. And there is another, okay, that is the story today. And here, I don't know whether you have heard of Asha Bhosle. Asha Bhosle. And in this, Asha Bhosle is also talking about Lata ji and Asha Bhosle's. I'm going to someday, within one week, I would do Asha Bhosle. Asha Bhosle is part of page about Lata ji. She knows everything about Lata ji because younger sister. Say that is really interesting. Asha Bhosle. Okay, so one thing I should say is when thinking about spoken language, always you should try your best to come to total English. Maybe it is difficult at first. You have to go that type of hardship, a difficult period to learn English. The people would say within 24 hours, within 2 months, within 3 months, you will speak like a native speaker or whatever it is. It never happens. There are people who have learned good number of languages, maybe 14, 15, 20 languages. They say that you have to pay the price. Pay the price means you have to spend that you have to sacrifice yourself, sacrifice things for that particular purpose. So therefore, you have to do a lot. So, and the previous video I talked about 2 courses actually. I thoroughly believe that you need no teachers to learn spoken language, any language I mean today. But people have no idea. They are basically following different things that do not work. So therefore, I want to show you how languages work, learning languages work. So I have produced 100 videos of stories in English, and I have comments. I'm going to make a video using the comments showing you that they have improved their spoken English within few weeks going through these stories. They say they are writing in good English. Clear, you would see that. And 2 courses that I have designed are for intermediate and beginner, and I'm going to upload one video showing you how I teach in these 2 programs, and you will find it easy to select the program that you like if you want. What I say is, you don't want courses like that. You don't want teachers. If you feel that you have to learn something more about this, you can come to my 2 courses. Unless you don't want courses, or my courses, or anybody's courses, you don't want courses to learn the language. So what I'm trying to do in these courses is to show you the way, so that without teachers, without anybody, how to go to that particular avenue, how to go to that particular road, so that you can acquire the spoken language. That is really a stepping stones, that is a ladder. So if you feel that these stories and things are important, please subscribe and give us a like and press the bell icon, and share the video and subscribe. Most importantly, comment. I like comment. your comments. And I'll answer each and every comment. Maybe mistakenly, I do not see some comments. Yeah, but generally I do that. So please comment, and don't worry if your English, you feel your English is not good. Yes, just write something using English. It's okay. They are not in good grammar. Grammar is not there. It's okay completely. It is okay. So therefore, you just write something in English. Try your best to write things in English. If you can't write in English, write in Sinhala. That's okay. But try your best to write something in English. It's okay. Grammar mistakes and spelling, so don't think about that. You just write that. Okay. Bye.